Hey everyone, I'm back again. My name is Monica and I'm kind of new to the YouTube community. I would love it if you would join me here. I do reviews of bags, makeup, recipes, day in the life, and I'm just trying to get this YouTube channel started. So I would appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, the like button, if you leave a comment, tell me what you would love to see, what you think I could improve here, and if you would be a part of my community. I'd really appreciate it. With that said, today I'm going to review the Polene Numero Sept bag. This is in the black textured leather, and I bought this honestly pre-used about a year and a half ago now, and I was watching a lot of videos on it and I thought, wow, this gives me the classic elegant lady vibe that I was going for. Like, this is who I wanted to be, and I was put together and I was in my self-love era, and I was just gonna be classy, refined, timeless. And this didn't scream logo on it, and I thought, what a beautiful bag. But there was a small part of me that thought, is this the most practical bag for me? So I did buy it pre-loved, and I'm so glad I did, because I think I will correct, I'll leave the link in the description box, but I think it's around $580. And I just wanted to do a review of the bag and let you know if I think it's worth it, if I would buy it again. With that said, the look of it is fantastic. I love it. I think it does give me that classic lady vibe, chic, understated, and put together. I love the look of it. Now, I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek. I don't love it. I don't love it. There's several reasons why. The first one, okay, the clasp. When you're trying to go in and out of this bag and like get your phone or get your wallet, it is not the easiest thing to do. Sometimes it is, but like you have to line it up to put it back, and sometimes like it gets stuck a little bit. And when you're in line, when you're trying to get your keys or when you're trying to do something quickly, you want to get in your bag and just get what you need and go. You don't want to be, finagling with the little clasp. And I find that I have issues with this sometimes. So that's con number one for me. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I thought, let me just tell you, as I remember, as I'm going through this, some of the things that I don't like about the bag. Now, it's sort of a in between of, I don't know if it'll fit, depending on how much you carry. Will it fit everything you need for a normal day, like an everyday bag, or is this going to be just an evening bag? Now, with that said, for an evening bag, plenty of room. I'm used to the small little bags where you barely can fit your phone in. So this actually has quite a bit of room in it. Let me show you. I have my Recto Verso wallet from Louis Vuitton. I have a Ray-Ban sunglasses. I got this in a duty-free airport. Oh gosh, I don't know how many years ago now. And it's like Old Faithful. I always come back to it because it doesn't take up much room in my bag. And while the shape might not be as in as like, I don't know, the shapes are now, it's classic. It goes with everything. And it's really compact. So I love that I don't have this big glasses case, in my bag, especially when you're traveling and you're just trying to, it's a small footprint. It's not this big hard glass case. So I love that. I have a small water in here. It's just like a little 10-ounce water bottle. I have Celsius strawberry coconut little energy powder, and I could just put that into the water. And then I have this Tom Ford lip style matte in Casablanca, and it's a beautiful color. It's sort of like a berry color. I'm gonna show you here. It's sort of gross, but it's just a go-to. Your lip, but better color. And lastly, in this pocket here, I have a little Dior compact and just like a powder. And this is a Dior Forever Nude Matte Filter in the color medium. So again, for night out, that's, you know, your phone, maybe your keys, that's all you'd really need. So there's plenty of room in there. For everyday bag, you know, depending on what I'm carrying, this would be too structured for me, and a little bit too high maintenance because of that clasp. Now, the other thing, let me show you. The top handle, so you can carry a top handle, right? And you can carry it over the shoulder and crossbody. Now, the top handle is removable. And I don't know, maybe some people don't like that double look, but you have that, and then these just O-rings are just left here. And I don't really understand why you'd want to do that, because they give you the option to take off the top handle. But this is con number 2 for me. You can't do anything with the other crossbody handle, right? This is sewn in and you can't remove it. So if I did just want to carry this as a top handle bag and say, like, you know, with no, I can't even show you it, hold on. Maybe if I like tuck it like this. If I just want to like take it like that, it'd be cute, but I don't want to carry it like that all the time. Now, if I'm going somewhere and I know I'm going to be switching between top handle and crossbody, that's one thing. But if I just wanted to take this for an evening bag and I didn't want the crossbody handle, I can't take it off. And I think some of their bags you can, like the different size, but this one in particular, you can't. And that's really frustrating for me. Why is this customizable? It's take on and off, but this isn't, when this is the big strap that's in the way. So that was kind of annoying. Also because it's so structured, and this isn't, see, clasp. This isn't, maybe I'm like, there. Maybe it's just because it's structured, and that's with every structured bag. If you put too much in, or you put something in that does not agree with this shape, then because of how it's built, like I can't even, here. Like it will bend and it'll warp out and it doesn't look as neat. Now, it's not really doing it right now, but I have been in situations where you have a little bit of extra that you throw in and you can tell, like you can tell it'll bend a little bit, or you're really struggling to close it. And so it doesn't give you that freedom to add as much as you want in there without it clearly showing. So that's the other thing. And that, again, that's not necessarily for this bag. That's just the nature of this kind of bag. It's structured. I did also mention that I did buy it secondhand, but it was in great condition, and I have not worn this much because of the issues that I've listed. But like there is definitely some wear, and let me take this stuff out again and I can show you. So you can see in here, like you can see the fraying, and it's a little bit on the outside of the stitching too. You can see where it's worn. And, you know, I've heard that they've had issues with the other bags, so I'm kind of not surprised. And, you know, when you're thinking of a luxury or mid-luxury bag, you're still, it's not, you know, thousands of dollars, but $500 and I think $80 before taxes and everything for a handbag is still a lot of money. And so you have a certain expectation with that amount of money, especially if you're spending it like in this day and age. I mean, at any time, you're spending your hard-earned money, and, you know, I have other bags in this price range that I think are better quality, in my opinion. Now, maybe it's just this type of bag in their line, and maybe the other ones are fantastic, but for me, I wouldn't buy this again, and I don't reach for this often. And part of it are the cons that I mentioned, and part of it is, you know, it doesn't fit with my lifestyle. I'm usually grab and go. I want in and out of the bag quickly. I want to have the ability to add items that, you know, receipts or snacks or a bigger, you know, water bottle. I want that freedom. Now, for a night bag, I do like it, but I hate this. So if I was just using this exclusively for at night, I think you know, and I had the ability to remove this crossbody strap, I would like it a lot better. But because I don't, it's just sort of, it takes away, I don't know, from it. And I don't know, I feel like if I really wanted to, I could cut it off, but that's damaging the bag, and who wants to do that? So, you know, I'm thinking of this is the biggest thing, the clasp. And maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I don't know, it gets stuck way too often. So anyway, that's my review of the bag. As you can see, the straps, I just want to show you from back here. If you follow these straps in, you cannot take them out. I mean, they are, I know I'm bending the bag doing this, but they're in there. And maybe I can do, let's try. I can pull it, right? But then you're getting stuck here. You're gonna get stuck on a buckle. So anyway, I will give you some on the body shots just so you can see what it looks like. For reference, I'm 5'8", so I will show you what it looks like. But if there are any other questions, I wanted to give you an honest opinion. You know, it's easy to look at videos reviewing handbags, and a lot of people have them sent to them, or, you know, just put a positive spin on everything. And while I'm not here to be a downer, I do want to be honest, because, you know, you're spending your hard-earned money. And, you know, honestly, if I were looking for an evening bag that I don't carry every day, right? I don't want to spend this much and be this aggravated with a bag. I want good quality, and I want it to work for me. And I don't want to be struggling with a clasp. I don't want extra like material out there that I can't take off, which this really surprises me. I know I'm harping on it, but a ton of bags, you can remove the straps as you need, especially if it's meant for different reasons. And I feel like this has the look that this should be removable. The first one is crossbody. And I do have some room if I want to make it a little bit lower. The next way to wear it is just over the shoulder. And then lastly, we can do over your wrist. And again, I just think it would be so much cuter if I didn't have this extra material. Thank you so much for listening today. If you have any other questions or any other requests, I'd really appreciate you letting me know. And in the meantime, I'll see you next time, and have a good one. Bye.